wherever and whenever you are, and welcome back to Gracklstug, the Duragar capital city down here in the Underdark, as our bold adventurers continue their attempts to escape from the clutches of the evil forces that are at work down here, as well as all of the wild monsters and the strange demonic influence of the Abyss that is creeping throughout this entire layer of the material plane. And a big hi hello to all of you. Now, as I get ready to say things here, let me check that the music isn't screaming at you. It's gone quiet, so I can't really check that now. I'm hoping it's okay. I'm watching chat, so do give me a shout if it is a bit noisy in your ears. So, a massive hello to everyone. It is lovely to have you all here. First and foremost, a big hello to everyone who's joined us already. It's lovely to have you along with us for our adventure today. So, who we got to say hello to? Centauri, Daisy, and who we got over there? Quims, I hope you had a good end of session. It was nice to catch a little bit of that. And Lord Kosh, hello. Good to have you all in here already. And a massive thank you to anyone who's in the VOD squad catching up with our adventures later on. Always an absolute pleasure that you can join us whenever you get the chance. Do head on over to our YouTube if you ever want to do that, as all of our things are up there, including the brand new session 1 of our mini summer campaign, The Snout of Omgar, as our adventurers plunge into the jungles of that turtle clad, I was going to say, that's not right, it's not wearing them, this turtle infested island off the south coast of Chult. Now, Christopher is losing the top of his head. Let me try and fix that for you, mate. Can you shift your camera a bit? That'd be faster than me cropping the window there. That's good, yeah. Nice, thank you very much. Okay, so let me carry on with saying a few thank yous. Of course, to everyone who catches us and watches us, thank you very much. But also, let me say a huge thank you to the incredible artist for this, our Out of the Abyss campaign. Do check them out of the Abyss art. Boom. The incredible Saladman, aka Ryutoshi, over on Instagram for this awesome, beautiful, lovely art that you have here of our characters. Do check them out if you get the chance and enjoy their fine work. Now, speaking of fine work, the sound effects and music and things that will be coming at you are in most part brought to you by those wonderful people at Sirenscape. Do head on over there and give them a try for free. And if you fall in love, you can become a Super Siren subscriber and enjoy all of their incredible things. They are fresh coming off live DJing the sounds and effects for all of the D&D live events last weekend. I know that Ben, their creative director and CEO, did a great job as always on that. Do head on over and check them out if you have not already. Awesome ambience and stuff for your games. Now, moving on, speaking of music and stuff, the music that you are hearing here, and it's like, is coming at you from the awesome YouTube channels Dark Fantasy Studio, Travis Savoy, and Epic Journey. Head on over to those VODs on YouTube, as I linked before, and you can find all of the links that you need there, as well as a link to Patreon. Will Savino, a prolific producer of wonderful music. Quims, you might want to send your North Shore DM and friends over that way, because the most recent one they released was a kind of Viking-inspired Norse kind of one, which could work well for their Svilland campaign. But also, yeah, while I'm doing that, let me do a quick shout out for Guild Superior. Oh, that is right, isn't it? Yes. Okay, everyone, do check out Guild Superior, our good friends over there in the US. With their awesome campaigns beyond Saltmarsh, a Greyhawk game, and this Finland kind of Nordic-inspired setting, both amazing streams that you can catch up with. Now, that's it. Let us catch up with our fine adventurers here as we welcome them back to the Underdark, and thank you very much for joining us once more. Let me go across the stream as I can see it. Who are you? Who are you playing, and where are they at right now? Elora Illustris, in a room with a view. Hello.
Hello. I'm I'm Sam. I play Alora Lustrous. She is a high elf rogue assassin from McJanner, a city which has been completely destroyed and which she is next in line to be queen of.
In a nutshell. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Ignatius.
I am Chris, and I am playing Ignatius the Minotaur Barbarian, who is from the Feywild, but was caught by the Drow and dragged down here.
Indeed, thank you. Looking for his other members of his team, Eladrin, brothers in arms and sisters in arms who are rumored to be somewhere down here in the Underdark. Next up, we have Corbin, please.
And then I remember to unmute myself.
Huzzah!
Hey, everybody. I'm Buns, and I'm going to be playing Corbin, our changeling Way of the Mercy monk / druid, who came down into the Underdark on purpose, believe it or not.
One person. Oh, no, that comes.
Right, on purpose. Currently, they are kind of going over the little bit of a spiral that they find themselves on. This job interview has taken quite a turn, and they think they might be bound to a ghost. They're not quite sure. But right now, they're happy to be back with their friends, even if they are a little bit upset that they were technically abandoned, drunk in a bar.
Thank you. And last but not least, as we have a dramatic pause in the music, Zakan.
Hello, I am Stephen, and I am playing the Asbar Ranger / Cleric Zakan, who has actually been in the Underdark for their entire life, as long as they remember, more than 100 years. And they are attempting to bring all of these people where they need to go, although it is much more eventful than usual, and their powers have been much weaker as of late.
Indeed. Okay, but thank you. Now, let us remind ourselves what was going on last time we were here in the Underdark, more specifically in Gracklestug, even more specifically in the Whirlstone Tunnels, secret tunnels that even the Duragar are not aware of, hidden away as they are in the Darrow district of Westcleft. And last time we were here, Ignatius and Zakan had finished talking with the head of the Stone Guard in Overlake Hold, and Elora had also finished up meeting up with her old friends at the Grey Ghosts Thieves Guild. And as they both left their various locations, they bumped into each other in the city and teamed up once more. Unfortunately, they were spotted by those pesky elven Mithranor knights, hell-bent on dragging Elora back to her duties as the royalty of that destroyed city to look over and rule over the survivors who have relocated elsewhere. But she quickly, nimbly hid out of the way, and as Ignatius and Zakan were wondering what to do, their new-found colleagues in the Stone Guard, on trumped-up charges, just came charging in and arrested the knights, bundled them off into some unknown location, and saved you having to deal with them. So, you continued through the Blade Bazaar, the market here in the city, and quickly found what you were looking for as you spotted the elusive Droki, this little Darrow spy with his bizarre Displacer Beast hat, with his tentacles on his hat, and you followed him through to Ludogura's Furrow, as we can see on the map there, the residential district in this huge natural fissure that has been torn through the middle of the city here, spanned by these wonders of engineering, these incredible bridges that go across to the southern, more prestigious parts of the city, where the large dragon Thembashord can be heard grumbling and roaring, and the, of course, ever-present sound of the forges clanging and hammering away constantly in the background. You followed the Droki's trail down into the cleft and over to the Westcleft district, the slight kind of slum area that all of the Darrow live in, and you were surrounded by their manic chattering and ravings of these poor lost souls that are hemmed away and tucked away and out of sight, out of mind in this part of the city. Following and managing to avoid riling up those locals, you followed Droki into a strange tunnel with the phase rest magic almost billowing out of it like a good 1980s smoke machine in a music video. And you followed him down into that under section of the city, which in another part of Corbin was also moving around through the caverns, eerily lit, as you saw, may have seen in our tweet earlier today, as she was looking to get out of there and look for Elora and the others, having been told that they were down here somewhere. With her new Myconid friend, Rumpadump, she found a mysterious fungal thicket with rather strange utterances and sounds coming out. Was like, nope, and went back the other way. But that was for the best, because that's where
at me.
The mushrooms hissed at me, Mom.
I don't like it.
But it was for the best, because her friends were in fact in the other direction, and they all met up once more, and there was a wonderful reunion between her mother and her giant spider, and as Webster came scuttling into your arms, and you quickly set out on the trail of this spy that you had been tasked with finding by the head of the Stone Guard. You used the mysterious pygmy-wort mushrooms to reduce yourselves in size and head off through the tiny tunnels that this character had taken. And as you came out the other side, you found yourselves confronted by Grimlocks, the strange beasts of the Underdark, and you quickly scoffed down the bigwig mushrooms to increase your size again. And that is where we left things last time. So, Zakan, could you give me a survival check, please?
I certainly can.
Thank you very much.
Not a bad start with an 18.
18. Excellent. Okay. So yeah, this is just I just want to see how much you know about these Grimlocks. You're definitely aware of their presence, but there are certain sections of my notes that are in brackets that could be unlocked by a suitably high roll, which you have done. So congratulations. Now,
Gotta love that favored terrain.
indeed. Let me change the mood a little bit here. All right. Now, Zakan, you have seen these creatures before and heard even more about them. As you see these creatures stumbling out of the dark, at the moment they're still just on the edge of you and Alora's night vision. Corbin and Ignatius, you can hear them, but you can't see them. They're still outside the range of Corbin's torchlight, I'm afraid. And Zakan, as you quickly recall what you know about these creatures, first and foremost, you recall they don't usually have two heads. That is a new thing. And as they came at you, you could see the second heads on these creatures were kind of roaring and slathering towards you. The other heads were much quieter, much more composed, which is what they would normally be like. And you could see their mouths moving over the sound of the roaring, and also they're just speaking so quietly because their senses are very heightened. They're actually muttering to each other about something, but you cannot make out what it is, because they have this inaudible whisper that they use. Now, why are their senses heightened, you might ask? It is because these creatures that once long time ago they were human cultists who worshipped their illithid overlords, the Mind Flayers, and had become cannibalistic in nature. And when the Mind Flayers were defeated and driven down here into the Underdark, and even beyond that, these Grimlocks also retreated into these under caverns and tunnels away from their enemies. And they still worship their illithid overlords and are known to foray up onto the surface and steal and kidnap victims for their Mind Flayer rulers, who they let them suck the brains out of, and then the lifeless bodies were given to the Grimlocks to devour. Now, during their long time down here in the Underdark, they lost their sight, and in time, lost their eyes as where their eye sockets are is just grown over with skin now, and they completely rely on other senses, which is why they're able to communicate in such low volumes. And you know, as a result of that, they are immune to visual illusions and the like, because they just can't see it. Quite simply.
So these would be certainly classified as evil creatures then.
Oh yes, cannibalistic cultists of mind flayers. Yeah. Yeah.
Stretches in lawful good.
Exactly.
Well, time to get killing.
Let me show everyone once more. Remind ourselves what we're dealing with here. There they are. Nasty beasties.
Nasty beasties.
Rawr.
So yeah, as they're sort of approaching, in a normal voice, because Zakan knows that they can probably hear even the lowest of voices anyway, says to the rest of them here, "Locks seem to be distorted like the other ones. They'll be mad with rage. They rely on smell and hearing."
And
So,
Corbin, go.
on Corbin will respond, "Are we only going after the second head like before? Or does it
Maybe
matter if we take them out?"
Ignatius will respond, "If that's the case, Elora, please, before you cut off its head, say, 'Off with its head.' Please, just do this for me."
You'll have to dive into it to get me to do that.
Turning to Ignatius, I don't believe it's wise to announce your attack before you attack.
What, they do it all the time in anime. It's fine.
Anime.
Don't beat me to my own jokes.
the Feywilds have anime, that's canon.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I need some initiative, people. Let's get rolling. I need to put you on the map as well.
Double arrow for their bow.
What?
Out the way, Grimlock.
18. Put myself on there once for there.
Allure is not going first for once.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow. What happened?
Rolling like the single
Get it
digits there.
Alright, so let me get you in there, folks.
Turn over.
Now, sorry, Corbin, what did we decide? Is Webster immediately after you, or at their own initiative?
Is on my own. We share an initiative. They
Yeah.
have their attack, and then I take my moves and stuff.
Notice.
I rolled a 19 for my initiative.
Awesome. Yeah, folks, I've added the turns.
Right?
Oh,
I
sorry.
got a 17.
Isel ended up in there as well. Get out, Isel. Said he can.
I
Cheeky
just
cat.
barely beat Laura.
Corbin, 19.
Yes.
Noted. 18 for Zakarn. What was yours, Laura?
17.
17. Nice.
Two
And-
whole people are going before
Ignatius?
you? What? How dare?
5.
Oh, thank you, mate. There you go.
Fry.
Unforgivable.
Off with the heads.
Unforgivable.
Next thing you know, we're going to be finishing them off.
There's only one finisher. Okay,
Feel
and
my
as for
title.
our friends over here, boop and boop. Place your bets, folks. Will they survive one round?
Bigger unlocks.
Thanks for that hope. Thanks.
All right.
That's jinxed.
Right, and I'm going first. Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
indeed.
Lord.
So as these creatures come lumbering, you can still not see them, Corbin, but you know in what direction they lie in. By the way, let me give you a quick reminder here. All of you have been blessed with inspiration from our beautiful audience here.
That's right.
Yay.
If you choose, you may elect to roll with advantage. And if they use them, folks, you can feel free to reuse your dream pies to give them more inspiration. Or, if you're so inclined, a little bit of disadvantage. And also, I have no inspiration if anyone is out there, sick with pies. Corbin,
Now.
have at him.
while your disadvantage
Okay,
is
so,
Wait.
So, oh geez, I'm trying to move up so I can see where I am.
And
So I
Zakan, you're on
can't
deck.
really see them yet because
Nope.
of my, I can't
Yep.
really see them
You'll have to move
in
forward,
my
yeah.
torchlight yet.
You can hear them though, so you know what direction they're in.
No, it's okay.
Hey, Time Lord's wife.
Right, no, okay, no, it's cool, I got this. Yeah, I'm going to do that, and since we know we're just kind of going after them, I would like to try one of my, try that whole tie-up thing that I had in plans for the last time we were in this type of situation.
Yes.
Me and Webster, can I use his movement speed to move me up? And
If you vault
try
onto his
the
back,
web
you can ride him into battle. Yes.
Yep.
Charge!
I
Forward,
will
Webster!
charge and then roll a web attack. Which way is forward? Is this forward?
East. You can hear them to the east.
I had to have a whole moment. Which we east? I thought you said west.
If you like, if you select both, hang on, I can do it for you. If I select you and
yeah.
Webster, I can make you one and the same. Ta-da.
We are one.
We are Legion.
We are Legion, and we are charging forward
So if you
with a
click on
web
your
attack.
click on your token and move it.
Move. It just moves me.
Rude. I guess you have to do it yourself. if you
That's fine.
if you select both
Forward.
tokens and
Oh,
right
wait,
click,
no,
you
if
can
I
do it.
move-
And it's under advanced on if you right click on them.
If I move
I'll keep 'em
just
up.
Webster, then both of us move.
Webster. Oh, there he is. Okay. Cool.
All right. That's so close. But yes. So do I need to roll for the web attack?
Let me. Yes, please. You've got the stat block here. If you select the token and then shift double click it,
Select token.
it's a +5.
Shift double click. There it is.
Yeah, character sheet.
Cheat.
Web recharge. I think if you click on the title, it should roll it.
1d8 plus 3. Oh. Cha-cha. Oh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh,
just
okay.
just the one. But that is
Just one.
plenty. A 19, so that hits.
Oh, jeez.
Ignore the damage because it doesn't do damage. This is Roll20's stat block being strange. For some reason, it put the bite attack damage on the web as well. Remember, we found that out last
on
time.
the web as well.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say, is it poison web?
Nope.
All right, but
So, yeah,
do I
skip
need
the
to
poison
pick a
bit.
specific one, or is it just a shootout for him in general?
Just.
They
a
have to
moment.
make a DC strength check.
I'm just editing our thing here. Does that work? Yeah, there you go. Oh no, still there. Nah, sorry. Okay, so yes, they make a strength attack to escape on their turn, so they are restrained automatically. Which one are you going for?
Okay, cool. I'm going to go for the one that's on the left.
The top left there. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So let me get a little token on that, so we can see that that one is restrained. Yeah. Oop. The map's so small, the little mini icon just covers the whole token.
It does. That's hilarious.
That's
Okay.
very restrained. Folks back home, sorry I can't zoom in more than this. It is a huge map, and this is as close as we can go.
And then for me, I would like to throw one of my daggers at the one in the middle for my attack.
Go for it.
Right. I would also like to make this my daggers my monk weapon so that they can have all the fun.
Do you have to? When do you
I'm
select?
saying
when do you select
dagger
a,
and I mean dart.
You're really shit. How do you select a monk weapon? Is that when you wait after a long rest, or what?
My monk
Josh, the
weapon.
pirates are. Where's the rub? Good to have you in, sir.
They're just
Sorry, I'm
simple
trying to
weapons.
pull it up
They
so I can read
automatically
it for
count
you.
as monk weapons, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
just
It's
because Corbin's using
for my thing. Whatever weapon I choose, dedicated weapon. When you finish your or long rest, you can touch one weapon and then count that weapon as your monk weapon until you use the feature again.
Nice.
Not even a specific range of weapons, like just anything.
Anything. If it's my weapon and I'm using it, it's a monk weapon now until I
Very
do
cool.
it again.
Excellent. Now, whilst I realize
so
that was my question, let's get a move on because we're driving our audience to lunchtime drinking.
No problem. It's going to be a 16 to hit.
Unrelated. That definitely hits.
Definitely hits. All right, and then damage is going to be
Flash of steel
3.
glinting in the blue, light of the phase rest magic. 3 damage. 3 piercing.
Yes.
Damage immunities. No. Not piercing. Apparently. Yeah, probably a good idea there, Josh. Yeah.
So,
okay.
So Corbin comes charging through, and then Webster like webs up something, and then they jump like up. Webster will like throw their darts from their fingers right at the skin eye holes of the other one, doing like 3 damage.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, you
and that is
flash your dagger out from the back of your trusty steed, the giant spider, and injure that middle one. Eloria, you see this happening. Zakan, as do you, and it is Zakan's turn.
One thing I wanted to check, because it'll decide kind of where I go. So Zakan's dark vision 90 feet, actually. Does he see any others lurking back in the shadows?
You can see what you can see, sir.
Okay. And then based on the survival roll before and being able to learn the exact number of sizes and how long ago things passed through here, does he hear any additional ones like sort of chittering in the back? Or
okay, give me a perception check.
Perception. That's a nat 20.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Hey,
that was probably wasted. But
if you got them, let them fly. I've got them somewhere. Where are they? Come here, nat 20s. Rawr. Okay.
mine.
Yes. All right. So, as you pause and try to hear over the sound, it's a little tricky. And the sound, Corbin's just gone dashing in there. Webster's chittering hungrily. He's like, I'll show you, carnivores. Oh no, they're not giant spiders. That wouldn't work. But even over the sound of battle that has ensued, you do not hear anything. I mean, you do hear sounds. There are clearly other things in these tunnels, but you've heard that sound since you arrived. So.
Cool. Yeah, I just want to make sure we're not going to get like pincered in here or anything.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Great.
Yeah, you don't hear anything from that because the tunnel behind you is completely flooded with that big pool, and you do not hear any splashing in the water or anything there. So that's all good.
Yeah, I don't trust water. This group doesn't trust water. Cool. Am I still able to attack, having spent a second to do that? Or?
Yeah.
For my dread ambushing.
I think something more like if you're investigating something or checking for traps or doing something like that, that would take your action. But like just listening while you're doing other things, I don't see why that would take an action. I know
Easy,
a perception check is supposed to be an action, but meh.
All right. Just for that, everyone's allowed to give John advantage again.
Hooray!
So we'll go here just to get sort of a bead on this guy in the back here, and going to fire off with the longbow.
Okay.
And Zakan mutters under their breath, "Someone remind me to buy arrows. I was in the market and I didn't buy arrows." And that's a nat 1. The dice give it, the dice take it away.
We have an emote for that too, folks. You know what to do. If you got them. Excellent.
I don't want to put as many as I did of the nat 20s, but fair is fair.
There you go.
So let's see. For Dread Ambusher, thankfully, I am allowed to do my one more ambush attack.
There you go.
Just on this first round.
Nice.
So let's see how that goes. With the first one just going, who the fuck knows where it's in the dark. So that's a 15.
15 hits.
Sweet.
This is the one in the back, yeah? Roll, baby, roll,
back.
baby, roll, baby, roll.
Okay, so that is 5 on the base, and then Dread Ambusher gives the extra. 1d8 for another 5. That's 10 damage.
Tell me what happens.
Yay. So let's see. So that first one, like, I think since it's a nat 1, it does that thing with the archery where, like, it doesn't even really leave the area. Like, the arrow just falls to your feet and, like, the bow thwacks really embarrassingly. Because, like, they're like, oh, I didn't get any more arrows from the market. But they're just so rude in the market these days. But then they load up their other one and just, like, thwack it right into the center of, of the main head, not even the extra head.
Nice. Okay. Thank you. So, yeah, the arrow
They'll
just
stay there with a wary eye down the tunnel.
plunges home, and the second head carries on screaming and roaring for a brief moment before it thumps bodily onto the ground behind. And that leads us to Elora Illustris.
Okay, so Laura sees her teammates rushing in ahead of her without her. So she tries to charge in as
How
well.
dare you defy your queen?
And then she goes for the guy on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And she takes out her short sword. And she gets a total 22.
Chop, chop, chop. Okay, definitely. Roll that damage.
For a damage of 7. 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I use my bonus action for 2
Offhand.
weapon fighting.
Mm-hmm.
And do it again. And that's just 7.
Nice. I'm afraid that misses. Thank you. So they do get one turn. Huzzah! Okay. So, yes. Hang on. Let me simulate happy Grimlocks. Yay! Yay! Happy Grimlocks. Okay. So, thank you. Anything else on your turn? All good? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, please, don't just shake the head, because I might not be looking. Sorry, eyes all over the place.
Eyes on mute, sorry.
No problem, no problem. Okay, so yeah, Grimlocks shambling, excuse me, towards you. One crunching onto the ground, out of action, but the other one's still up and fighting. Restrained. Okay, the one that's restrained has disadvantage on its attack rolls because it is trying to fight off Webster's sticky web of restraint. This is new. That's Webster's magic weapon. Webster's sticky web of restraint. Okay, so the first Grimlock is gonna go. Actually, they're both gonna go for Elora. Yeah, because Elora's right there. They're both going for you, Elora. So the first one with disadvantage. 14.
I'm 6. Yeah, 15. 15. Yeah.
15, okay, so yeah, well, that's lucky then. The disadvantage helped you there. And the second one goes with its regular attack, swinging its spiked bone club that we saw in the picture there. 22. I wish that was the disadvantage. One I got 22 and a 24. Okay, so yeah, the other one that you just slashed nastily with your sword turns, is like... And this massive club swings around and the spike gouges into your arm for 7 damage. 5. Most of it's from the bludgeoning of the weapon just crashing into your side, but then one of the spikes tears through your flesh as it pulls back and does 2 piercing as well. All right. So that is that, and Ignatius. Now remember, you have advantage against the one that's restrained, if you so wish.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna dash in using my horns as a bonus action.
You're really quiet. Is anything on your end, or should I just bump you up on Discord? Because I turned you up in the intro as well. Everyone, how are Chris's dulcet tones? Trust me, you want to hear them.
My microphone keeps acting up. I don't know what's going on.
That was better. I'll give you a boost in here as well.
Maybe I can change it here.
All right, go for it, sir.
How's that?
Ooh, sorry everyone.
Now he's got a big Minotaur voice.
Okay, try again.
How about that?
Yeah, that's much better. Okay.
Okay, good. All right. So, yeah, running in, dashing in, doing my bonus action is with my horns.
Yeah, sorry, Josh. Okay.
Okay, so, it is, you said with advantage, right?
Yep, on the restrained one.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Well, anyway, I dash in,
Yes.
and that's all that happens. I got an 8, 9, or an 8
Oh, bad luck. Just on the dice or total?
total.
Ah. Okay, so yes, you
Did you
swing.
use our advantage? Remember, we all have
Yep.
advantage.
He already had advantage because of the restraint. Yeah. So yeah, he went dashing in, and this creature, like, just like its eyes. I'm sorry, its eyes go wide. No, they don't. It doesn't have eyes. Its mouth. Its mouth goes wide, and it kind of cocks its head as it hears the sound, the heavy footfalls of your barbarian form charging towards it, and it uncannily kind of dodges and moves out the way, even as you swing your great axe. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Corbin, go.
Okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're gonna try to restrain the other one that's on the other
See
side of the
if it
wall now.
recharges first. You need to roll. If you get a 5 or 6, it will recharge.
Okay. Just roll a d6.
D6, yeah.
Ah, 6.
Webster is ready to go.
And then it goes over to the other one.
Cocks its mandibles. Yes, no, it wouldn't be its mandibles. Just spit out webs.
And let's see, just one click this time.
Swings around that dangerous booty. Giant spider booty.
13, I think? Yes.
13 hits. So yes, the second one is also restrained and yowls in frustration.
So much frustrate, very shun. And then for my move, I would like to do Fury of Blows and make one of those a Hand of Healing for Alora.
Not that kind of booty pirate. Okay, not the shiny kind. The
So
fuzzy,
let's see if I
fuzzy
hit.
kind. Josh the pirate's after the shiny booty. This one's after the fuzzy booty.
Okay.
Or
So for my unarmed strike, it was 19 to hit.
I was
Nice.
to cut the grimlocks open after this to see if they have any gold inside.
Right? Damage for that first one is 5, and then I'm doing my Fury of Blows, so let's see if the others hit.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't know if the second one hits. It's a 12 to hit.
12 will also hit, yes.
Oh, hey, cool. All right. And then this last one, sorry, the damage for that second hit is a 6. And then this last one is going to be the Hand of Healing for Alora.
Okay.
And that's just touching a willing person, so it's kind of like,
Yep.
and then like, like slap on the back.
Got this, boss. Okay, so
Like high five. Just...
so your roll to hit was you need to jump. You're going to move Webster or jump off Webster if you're going to do that because you're not base to
Oh.
base.
Sorry, first my dude is.
Sorry,
over
tabletop
here.
gamer.
Yeah, okay, will let me move. There I go. And my movement is like I think 40 now,
Got it.
so I'm pretty sure I make
Monk
it
shit.
over there. Monk shit.
Monk shit.
And then the last hit, and then it's just a D4 for healing. So I just need to roll it. Come on now, work with me. Thank you. You're gonna. Haha! It did 2 piercing damage, and I healed for 2.
So two on the one
very
that's next to you.
2 for I'm sorry. What was your question?
2 damage on the Grimlock.
No, the damage on the Grimlock was 6. That 2 was
Oh,
for
sorry.
the healing for Alora.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, in which case, tell me what happens.
Oh, okay. So after that, that one is kind of like I see it swing and like hit Alora, and so I really want Webster to kind of just like and then run over there to take them down, and then it's another one of those speed moves to go and block where Alora is, kind of like they're protecting them,
Mhm.
and to do a quick like 1-2 punch, and then the last one just kind of be like because I have to touch them for me to do the healing. So I don't want to like and that she's healed for 2.
Thank you, Josh. Nice. Okay, yeah. So you just go charging across, just punch, and slam it in the chest, and you hear the crunch of bone as you cave in its chest, and then just spin round and then much lighter, boop on Elora, and give her that healing there. Okay.
Are you okay?
Thank you. I needed that. Thanks.
Nicely done. And it groans and crunches to the floor.
They didn't think they were going to do that much damage. I just want to say that right now.
Mm-hmm. It's okay. Only had 4 HP left. So Zakan and
Hello.
Elora, I'd say you're on deck, but I'm not sure you'll have anything to do. Let us see. Let's watch.
There's a new finisher in town.
I'm gonna refresh the call after this because I think I lost buttons.
Oh no.
Yeah, didn't get to hear all the cool
She's right there.
stuff.
She's right there.
Reaching out. Zakan just reaches out their hand towards the one that's still alive and wrapped up in spider silk, and they say, "Light, burn away the dark, and cast sacred flame."
Nice.
Which is a dexterity saving throw. Which I don't know if that's disadvantage or.
I feel like they're gonna have disadvantage on that one.
Tangled creature.
I believe it is. Where are we at here? Boom. Restrained. Yep, disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Cool.
Let's see how dexterous are we, sir. Boop. 6.
That will not do it. So they will take 1d8 radiant. Let's see.
Ooh.
Actually, this one's still not wounded, so maybe.
Are they? Nice.
Yeah, I only
Well, that
restrained
is a
it.
6 in
6
radiant.
radiant. Okay, so yes, your radiance starts to emanates from the creature, and it howls in pain as it burns away at its flesh, and you see the golden light of your angelic patron flashing across. Strange thing you've never seen before, but as the radiance dims, it kind of dissipates into almost like a mist, and then floats away.
Sort of tilt their head at that.
So that was 8, you said?
It was a 6.
6, sorry.
It's
Thank
damage,
you. Nice. Anything else?
And then I'm just going to move like kind of in this direction to continue keeping an eye down the tunnels there.
Okay, doke. Just sort this out so I get this off my screen.
Staying aware.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, Elora, the finisher.
I see you've left one for me. You've left one. So courteous of you.
Ignatius is like, yes. That's what
Laura,
I was doing.
off with their heads. Come on, just one.
Say it.
Let's see what I roll. She takes out her short sword and she rolls a 16.
That'll do it.
Okay, so she begrudgingly looks at them and says,
Well, let's see how much damage there is. If you're doing it, just cut him
I
badly.
can try. I can try.
You should absolutely say it and then not kill them.
I rolled a 7.
Okay. Tell me what happens, and more importantly, what you say.
Yes.
She kind of puts her foot on the creature and like looks back at Ignatius and begrudgingly says, "Off with their heads." Lazily cuts the head off like this.
You all saw that. You all saw that. When we get back, you gotta tell Jim Jar exactly what happened.
You owe me a drink or
I forgot.
2 or 5.
I forgot about the bet. Damn it. Okay, so yes, with a regal, somewhat reluctant cry of "off with their heads," there's a shake, and the large, open, slack-jawed, eyeless face of a double, and that you don't get double the money from the bet, Ignatius, but there is a double thump as both heads roll to the ground, and with a gout of blood splashing across the mushrooms on the side there, the body crunches to the ground.
Okay, it's not about the money.
Being right.
It's about being right.
Don't make me regret this.
And let us take things down as you are left once more alone.
Won't hear any more for the moment, but see which direction our target went in. And can Zakan check for Darrow footprints?
Please give me a survival.
Because I can see ahead that the path splits.
Soundscape, good timing there. I was like, please give me a survival, and Soundscape went "Bling" with the piano. That's perfect. Let me double check what the DC is again.
Well, I hope it's no higher than a 23.
Ah, you should have to like it's 25. No.
Aw, damn.
No.
He walks on his little tippy toes.
No.
He floats.
Checks his potion of levitation. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it, where is it? I mean, it's not 23, so yes, you're okay. But I do want to know what it is. God damn you. Ah, there we are. Yeah, only a 15. So yeah, you do see signs, broken mushrooms. As I said, the spore of decaying Displacer Beast tentacles. Do not worry, everyone. It is not. They are not baby Displacer Beast kittens tentacles, as we might have seen recently in Wild Beyond the Witchlight. There's a little Displacer Beast kitten in that.
So cute.
Yeah, I know, right? Star, right, is the name? Star, little star. Okay. And no, Corbin, I will not present one for you to adopt. Yet.
Your menagerie.
Get one pet per
Their
level.
growing collection.
One pet per level, okay?
Oh, you're gonna regret putting that on the record.
Not true.
I'm level 3 now, so that means that I'm one
Two more.
short of my appropriate amount of pets.
So if they're sentient, they don't count as pets.
Who's your second
Okay.
pet?
No, did you right? It doesn't count. I might low key be thinking about little Grumble
Rubber duck.
Rubber Dump.
Oh.
See?
I see.
No, it's because no matter what, in my heart, I will always have a little hook horror waiting for me to adopt them somewhere in the Underdark.
Somewhere out there, beneath the blue phase rust. Okay. Zakan.
Yes.
Before this goes musical, everyone head on over to CarniSideShow for musical shenanigans. I shall leave that to Christoph and his much better range than I. I feel actually
Chris will sing a show tune for you every stream.
quite a lot of them actually.
We'll
Yeah.
sing for XP. We'll sing
Wasn't
for
supposed to be.
XP.
Sorry, I forgot to do a shout out when we were doing the intros. So that is where you can find Ignatius when he's not
Thank you very much.
so horny.
Oh, you proud of yourself?
I am.
Don't be mistaken, the stream is horny.
So, I blame Quims. Quims is here. He's just brought the whole tone down. I now know.
The
I
family
now know
show.
what Quims looks like because I realized he was on a Guild Superior stream. So it's like, haha,
Oh.
I see you. I was
You
very
join
happy,
the
very happy
chat.
to put a face to the chat.
John can see through your webcam.
It's not true. It's not true. All right. So, Zakan,
Yes.
you see the signs of your prey, your little fella. Thank you, everyone. Cheers, Quims. We see the path leading you round the corner to the southeast there. If you would like to make your way. Make your way.
Anyway, so yeah, they will put their bow away and light up their staff as they do, and turn back to the group and say, "It's this way." We're not too far behind.
Thank you, Redushu. This is our comedy relief stream here. It's the lighter side. Despite being in the Underdark, it is the lighter side of Phoenix Uwaki. We're dealing with so much.
Weirdly, yes.
We're dealing with so much in Curse of Strahd and Descent into Avernus. This is very nice.
I mean, like, we've lost party members, and it's like an Eldritch Horror campaign, but
I haven't
still,
seen
this
the
is where
sun
the
in
jokes are.
years. But it's great.
Oh, you said the son. I thought you said your son, and I was like, oh man, Ignatius' backstory.
Oh yeah.
Lore drop.
His name is Poppy Jr.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm
Popsicle.
here for a little poppy seed.
Poppy seed.
Okay, you win, buds. There you go. Lore drop. Thank you, Dreaded GM, for the donuts. Okay, so everyone, the tunnel to the southeast.
So Zakan just heads in that direction and assumes that
That's too
they
late.
are following.
Droki has now left the vicinity entirely. Okay. Yes, go for it. Everyone, please.
Technically, can learn how long ago they passed through the area.
Oh shit. Okay. You are hot on their heels, you think?
We are hot on their heels, I think.
Indeed.
Come along.
Now there was talk of searching for buried gold.
Yeah, so we spent an hour doing that.
No, in the
which counts as a short rest.
in the Grimlock body cavities.
We make Ignatius do all the manual labor. As usual. Heading along. Khan says, stay within the light now. Walking back.
Corbin's carrying the light, so that's easy.
Yeah.
Stay
And
within a
at
light.
some point, just so that we can have light like over an area, Corbin rides Webster like to the top so they can like hold it down like one of those hanging lights. They're just hanging a light over everyone, so there's light over everything.
John, when we're doing the light cantrip, can I do the roll 20 20-foot radius thing? Is that allowed?
You mean the aura?
Yeah, the aura.
No, I can just turn it on, and it will actually show everyone what's going on, because we have awesome.
I can just give me actual light.
Yeah. So you're putting that on yourself?
Right, so it's 20-foot bright, and then an extra 20-foot of dim.
Nice. Bear with me, folks, as I sort that out. It's very easy, so don't worry. Dynamic lighting, night vision for 90 feet, nocturnal. Also has
That's
bright
neat.
light. 20, you say?
20 bright and then 20 dim. Yeah.
Okay, Ignatius, Corbin, are you ready for this?
Hmm.
Here it comes.
This,
Let there be
We can
light. And there
we can
was
finally see.
all over the place. Ah!
Whoa.
There it is.
Wait, I think I have to refresh so I can be amazed with everyone.
Done.
Just give us a take of being
I'm
amazed.
sorry.
I think the light just
John needs it for the highlight row.
the light just expands whoosh through the cavern, and you just suddenly see like Webster just munching away at the bodies and like looks up guiltily. It's like, "Oh, I'm seen.
No, you know what? You earned that. You're okay. You're okay.
Yeah, Josh, the dynamic lighting is so fun, and like it's so detailed as well. Like people with dark vision can see darkness as dim light and dim light as bright light. So if someone's giving off dim light, people with dark vision will see that part of the map as bright light. It's so cool. Sorry, I'm nerding out over it. Yeah, it's so cool, so cool.
I'm just still gonna be upset that for somehow I don't have dark vision. I don't.
Okay, so
Do not worry, you're with the Lightbringer.
I believe there was talk of a southeast passage.
At some point. So yeah, they're heading down that way, and they're sort of keeping their eyes and ears open as they're following the tracks.
I'll turn this adventure around. God help me.
They can remain alert to danger even while engaging in other activities.
Okay, noted.
Thanks, normally useless ranger skill set.
This is a good adventure for rangers if you have this stuff. Yeah.
This is a very good.
Right?
In the same terrain for the entire time.
Yeah, Josh, roll 20. Okay, so yes, you make your way around there, and Corbin, as Zakan's light spills round into that corridor, you see a familiar fungal forest, which you have approached from a different direction.
And they're still like upside down and just like, that's what hissed at me.
Here it comes.
You just hear softly from the ceiling. I don't like it.
And
Wait, are they going along the ceiling?
you can't ride Corbin upside down. I can't ride Webster upside down.
Oh, I can't. Okay, sorry. No,
Not yet,
then
not
no, we're not.
You've gotten to the point where you can go up walls, but not upside down.
But not upside down.
Very nice.
Noted. Okay.
Now, the rest of you are entering. You're seeing this for the first time. Corbin has experienced it before, but the rest of you, as you make around the corner here, and the light spills down the corridor there, you see this dense fungi forest that blocks your way. The tallest specimens growing some 5 feet high. Even as you assess the best way to pass through it, a hissing sound starts to rise, like uncounted tiny voices whispering in tongues you do not understand. He said ominously.
Great.
The new mushroom is still with us, right?
Oh yeah, Rumpedum's following on. Sorry, I'll shift him along.
Rumpedum.
As it's just like
He's the new mushroom.
It's a new mushroom.
Hey, mushroom. What did I say?
It shrugs. It doesn't want to waste its repulse spores. It can't do it that much.
Oh, that's right.
Can't talk.
Only
Yeah, I think
Corbin
I'm
can
the only one
understand
who
it.
can talk to it right now.
That's right.
I think
that's
that
right.
would still be on. Yeah, it's like an hour, so I think that hasn't finished yet.
Got you.
Yeah, so it communicates to you, Corbin. I mean, those kinds of mushrooms don't usually talk.
Oh, okay. And it really is just us staring at each other because, like you said last time, they can't hear any of this, so it's just us staring at each other, making gestures. But they're like, okay, but are these ones talking? You're saying they normally don't, but it's hissing. Is it just saying "fuck off"? Like,
Zakan, give me a regular survival check without the advantage.
Without the... Oh, like, without Underdark advantage?
Yeah, just a straight survival check.
Cool. Which is my normal +5 modifier.
Not bad at all.
So that's a 14.
14. Okay. I'm afraid you're not sure what this phenomenon is, if it is something that exists in this part of the Underdark. But you, looking across as you're trying to make out what's going on here, you see that this is just a bounty of the various types of fungi that you can get down here in the Underdark. You see barrel stalks, that have the water inside, blue caps, fire lichen, night lights, nilog's noses, big sheets of ripple bark up on the walls, timusks, torch stalks, tongues of madness, trillimax, and a lot of those bigwigs and pygmyworts as well.
Corbin, are you communicating with your new friend there?
they're like mid-jet. Yes, but they're saying that normally these guys don't say anything, so I think they're just cutting at us.
Everyone that would like to make a check to see if they can figure out what's going on is allowed to.
What check would that be?
It would
Just
be
be survival?
a survival, yes.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was for everybody. Let's see.
Daisy.
D&D Beyond hates
I
me.
got a 16. What
16.
did everyone else get?
8.
I had 10.
Okay. Elora, the DC was 15, so you do make it.
Yay!
You go very still. And you remember a time back up in the forests of the Sword Coast, near Baldur's Gate, when you were camped out waiting for that plump prize of the merchant's caravan that you were waiting to rob with your band of badass female highway women. And as you were waiting, your gang friends were slightly perturbed and some of them actually came to you as they'd heard these strange noises in the forest. And you went over, and you realized that this had happened as a wind had picked up, a breeze had picked up through the trees, which at first you'd been thankful for. And you were able to assuage the fears of your fellow highwaywomen as you found this patch of fungus that had these strange perforated caps. And it was just the way the breeze was going through these mushrooms that created this bizarre, like whispering, moaning sound. And it's nothing more.
Solar goes, well, Corbin has not lost their mind. Must be all real. Everything they've said so far has turned out to be actually there. So I'm sure you're sober. You're fine. I've actually encountered these mushrooms before. The sound that they're making is just the breeze coming through the perforated holes on the surface. So I don't think it's anything we need to be worried about.
Oh.
Interesting.
So you're saying they're safe to pick.
I believe so, from my experience. Especially the pygmies.
Zakan, which one should we take?
Oh, way back there's plenty here that could be used in particular. And
So you broke up a bit there,
supplies
Zakan.
for our journey. Oh, there's plenty that we could take here, perhaps on our way back when we are not actively pursuing our friend.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So
I'll
do
just
you
grab
wanna-
one at random then as we're walking through.
Do you want to move your way to the edge of the thicket there? Okay,
All
so
this here is the mushrooms.
yeah, that's all the mushrooms there. Now, Ignatius, you see some more of those pygmy-wots and bigwigs. That you know that those at least could come in useful down here. Go go. Do you want to grab some of those?
See those, I'm like, those would be useful. And then I grab something else.
Guys,
Okay.
a random one. I know what those do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Roll me a d10.
D10. Okay. That is a 4.
4. Okay. You grab a nightlight.
Oh. Interesting.
Let me quickly read that for you. We have lots and lots of different mushrooms down here. Yep, it's a tall, tube-shaped bioluminescent mushroom that grows to a height of... This one is 9 feet tall. D6 plus 4.
At least someone to match my size.
A really cool lava lamp.
It emits bright light in a 15-foot radius and dim for an additional 15.
Oh. Heck yeah.
But you said you pick it?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like, haha, I have light myself now. And then 6 seconds later, it goes dark. That's 1 round if you pick it.
That is
All right.
while the group is sort of gathering, Zakan will grab some pygmy arts and bigwigs, whatever is just sort of at the start of the thicket here.
Yes. But actually, Isel kind of goes over, and like they put up a paw on another one of those nightlights, and its glow just goes out. And then it touches it again, and it goes on again. So, and then it starts
Think you
like
found the light
patting the wall around there. Hey, Andy. It starts patting the wall around, so these lights are like flashing on and off in the cave here.
It's a touch lamp.
Rave.
I think Alora is going to grab a few of those night lights just to play with Isel.
Well, again, if you pick them, they'll go inert. They only work if you leave them there, I'm afraid.
No
But,
magic powers from Isel.
there are some very useful ones,
Marvin,
Zakan. You would know what all of these do. Those ones, you remember I said Nilog's nose? It's a really small mushroom that, if it's eaten, it gives advantage on perception checks that are based on smell.
any of them drugs?
Right. Well, this one, I mean, it gives you advantage on smell checks, but disadvantage on saving throws against smell-based effects. But they're not very common, so... let's see here. There's Timask as well, also known as the Devil's Mushroom. Oh yeah, you quickly warn Ignatius not to mess with the Timask ones. Luckily you didn't roll that, Ignatius, in that random one, because it does a 15-foot cloud of poisonous spores if it's disturbed. Tongue of Madness. An edible fungus that looks like a human tongue. If you eat it, you have to make a Constitution saving throw, or you compulsively speak aloud every thought for the next hour. That could be useful if you were interrogating someone. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then torch
They're,
stalks. Yeah, mate.
I think they're sort of inventorying them all for if they come back through here. Hopefully they come back through here.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna leave. Then the other ones are just kind of edible ones. There's ones that can be used as torches. They have a flammable.
I kind of want that tongue of madness one though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
No problem. No problem. There are.
Corbin goes to pick them and Laura. We like go for the same mushroom. And we're just like, eh.
So
we can say like Zakon's pointing them out as they're walking cautiously through
doing the
thing.
guided tour. Now this one on my right.
Don't touch that one. You can take this one. And just as we're moving through.
Absolutely. Corbin, roll me a d6.
Okay. It's my turn again. I mean, the last time I did this, we got Webster, so okay. D6, go. I rolled
D6.
2. I don't know if high rolls or low rolls are good here.
Well,
But it's good.
I mean, it could be seen as good or bad. There's two of these tongues of madness, so you can keep one and Alora can have one. You can share.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was my turn to roll on the game. I just don't know anymore.
That's not a d6. I think it's a d20, so you're okay.
Yeah,
There's two tongues of madness tucked away amongst the stalks here.
Zakon, for their part, will get some big wigs.
Yep.
Since our balance is off for those, we have more pygmy orcs, and we do big wigs.
No problem. There are 2d6 if you would like to roll.
6.
Nice.
And a 5. That's 11.
Nice.
Hey.
So yeah, a lot of big wigs here. I'm gonna bring Corbin over. Just lollygagging back there. And
Those are more generally useful for once we get out of here as well, because you can double your size, right?
Yeah. Where's Isol? Isol. Here, kitty.
Don't wander away now.
Does Alora collect any as we're moving through the grove?
Thank you.
I think that's it for tongue of madness.
Thank you, Chris. Well earned number 1 spot. Okay. So. Yep, you're sticking with the tongue of madness. That's all. Excellent. All right.
We're
So-
moving through.
Yeah, please head on through there.
And sort of foraging just as we go.
Yep,
and I
that's fine.
assume that the mushroom path that is decently easy to follow with all the mushrooms.
You think that the mushrooms here are so dense and so overgrown, you could actually hide in them, Laura. You're kind of assessing the terrain as you go. Just head on down to that. Just stop when you get to that junction. See a junction coming up on the right there.
We'll stop here and peer around the corner.
Yeah, you can see on the map there's some revealed terrain there. That's because that's Corbin. You realise that passageway to the south is where you had come from before. You can see that's kind of heading
I'm
back
gonna print that out
towards.
for them.
Okay. So yeah, you're back where you started there, Corbin. Now, is everyone else, Ignatius and Corbin, are you up there with them?
Yes, my roll 20 just kind of needs to refresh, and it's not back yet, so I can't move my token.
No problemo. I'll just grab all of you.
Thank
Be
you.
like that sometimes.
Be like that sometimes. It seems like I have a choice. Either you guys can
Hello.
flicker in and out, or my roll 20 can work. I can't have both.
Choices. Okay. Right. So you make your way down here, and yes, you could see Zakan. You can see the signs of Droki's passing are going through and off to the east still. So away, not the way that Corbin came there.
Eat. Okay.
Now, can you just kind of make your way to the middle of the junction and stop there?
Oop.
Okay, thank you. So as you're making your way, just like winding through these mushrooms, breaking through a few of them probably, especially Ignatius, who's like trampling through there, carefully avoiding the ones that give off the poison. You arrive at the center of this junction, and Zakan, underfoot, you feel a sudden shift, and then a very unpleasant sensation of hundreds of little things swarming up and around your feet as you disturb the nests of some insect swarms that come boiling up from under the mushrooms out of their nests and rise up to attack you. And we need some more initiative, people.
Ooh.
Ah,
We
there it
lost
is.
fun.
No.
Corbin is wholly consumed by insects, like that scene in The Mummy.
Yeah, right.
You're all wrapped up too.
Okay, you're back once. You're attacked by swarms of insects. We need some. We need some of
Fine,
the
I'm gonna just leave it.
initiative, please.
I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna head out.
But Bun's like, nope, no thank you.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna head out.
You do you.
And we never saw
Insects,
Bun
cool.
again.
All right. 16.
Nice.
Yeah, 4. Ignatius.
Oh, no.
You know, I'm sitting here talking up D&D digital dice all the time, D&D Beyond, but
It betrayed you.
it betrayed.
No.
Oh no, that's for once they're not doing that to me. That's what I've been using this whole game. It's the digital dice on the Beyond app. They put me pretty good right now.
Okay, so
It's pretty good. When I was in the hotel playing, that's all I used. So it's neat if you don't have dice with you.
I get these. Yes, as you see them come boiling up out of the mushrooms, Zakan, you see they are all centipedes that come clambering
that.
up
I'm
around
also
you.
gonna leave the call, thank you.
Oh no.
Let me just get these people in the right spots. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Corbin, you want to try and make friends with these guys?
I mean, I can either that, and they're like gonna look up at Webster and go, "You want snackies? Do you want snackies?" And just kind of release the spider on the centipedes. Can we see what happens?
Indeed.
It might
Right.
just feast upon them.
So just put our various bits and bobs there on the right spots. Okay, so yeah, you're there in the middle of that, and these insects come boiling up to attack you all, and just Daisy, and they are attacking these swarms of centipedes, who are getting. Oop. How'd they go? 13. Not too shabby. Get that sorted. Okay, so first up, as these bugs just come rising up to attack, Zakan.
I am all out of cool spells for this, so I think what we are just going to do is going to be their staff is still lit up. They're just going to take it and swing at these flying up along their legs here.
Go for it.
It's a 19.
19 will hit.
Sweet. And so that's 7 base damage, and we'll mark this guy as a favored foe.
What kind of damage is that?
For the quarterstaff, that I believe is bludgeoning. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, you're spinning this your quarterstaff around, trying to hit these things. You're kind of wincing as you're also hitting yourself as they're clambering up your legs, and they're just so many and so far, scattered and moving so fast. It does not damage them as much as you would hope.
Interesting. Okay, good to keep in mind. Still mark that one. I guess like this is a swarm here.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll mark this swarm, I suppose, as a favorite foe.
Notice.
And add an additional 4 onto that. So I guess the total would have been
what kind
11
of
halved. Let's see. This does increase that damage, so I guess it would increase on the bludgeoning by 4.
Noted. Thank you. Okay. And anything else on your turn? Or you're next?
Let me see. What else could we do? I suppose if they left, they didn't incur an attack of opportunity, right?
They haven't. Who's leaving who? What?
Like if Zakan withdrew from this area, it'd be an attack of opportunity.
they would get the normal chance to bite. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll just stay here, thwacking them.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot. I can end this first round.
Yes.
So just gonna whack. Another whack. It's not quite as good. That's a 13.
Okay, that is. Hang on, is that still enough? Yes, that's still enough. You hit.
Nice. Good. Still using the quarterstaff because we haven't figured out that it's not super effective yet, and also gross.
Squish.
So that is, let's see, 3 plus an additional 8 again. So that's another 11 damage.
Nice.
Halved, I assume.
Okay. Thank you very much. And can you roll me a d20, please?
I would prefer not to. That's a 5.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on, Elora, Illustrious.
I hate that.
What does it mean? Okay, that makes me want to get rid of this as quickly as possible. So I'm going to use my inspiration to roll with advantage.
Oh, please do. Buns.
Okay. So
Buns.
my short
Buns is noping
sword.
out. Nope.
Oh, Steven. I think
Oh, sorry, Steve. It was Steve.
Steven,
Yeah,
yeah.
excuse me.
Against
Buns is still like-
So, I'm here. What are you talking about? Sorry, Buns.
the swarm right in front of me with my short sword.
Go for it. Centipedes come writhing up out of the mushrooms.
Okay, yeah, with advantage is total 23.
Nice, that hits.
Piercing damage of 7.
7, okay.
And then because I had advantage on the roll, I can use my sneak attack for an extra 2d6 of damage.
Sneak attack centipedes. Yep.
Gross. It's just all
Sneakier than centipedes. So that's an extra 8 damage.
Nice.
So what was the total?
7 plus 8. So that'd be
15.
right?
Okay, thank you. So that unfortunately not as effective as you would like, but still squishes a good chunk of them. Thank you very much. All right, and that is everything else. Everything else there, Elora? You good?
I was wondering if I could hide, but probably not, right?
Because these things are like in the mushrooms and soaring up around them and stuff. You probably wouldn't be able to, yeah. Because they're so small, they can just see through. They can see around the mushrooms and stuff. Okay, so the centipedes boil up over their attackers. One coming for you, Zakan.
So I would like to use a thing I haven't gotten to use yet, which is the warding flare.
Okay.
When you're attacked by a creature, use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll.
Nice. Okay, so there's like a flare of lights that blinds the centipedes.
Yeah, if they can be blinded.
Let's have a look here. Yes, they can. They have a lot of condition immunities, but blinded is not one of them. Okay.
Nice.
So, they go to bite you with disadvantage. Only a 7.
Yes, so that does not hit.
Okay. The other swarm goes up around Elora's, kneecaps and starts biting away. But only a 12. That misses, right? Yes.
So, for keep getting sentinel attack. So if it attacks anybody, like an ally within 5 feet of me, I get to use my reaction.
Oh, go for it. So that's on Zakan's one, yeah?
Is he within 5 feet of the swarm?
I guess
He's
both
5
of them
feet.
are
Oh, yeah,
within 5 feet of
yeah,
Ignatius.
that's right. Yeah, I'll do it on Zakan's then.
Actually, yeah, both
that
of
is
them
a
are. You can choose.
24 to hit.
Definitely.
Yes.
There it is.
Slashing at him. It is 10 slashing and 5. 1d. Hold on, 1d4 fire damage. Let's see.
Oh, nice.
2 fire damage.
Okay, so yeah, you see Ignatius suddenly reactively just lash out with his great axe, and there's a flare of fire as he hits the centipedes, and the fire seems very effective. So
It's super effective.
that puts them into a bloodied state. There is significantly reduced number of centipedes in that swarm. As they disappear underneath the token, the yellow blip there. Thank you, Ignatius. Actually, sorry, Elora and Ignatius, can you roll me a d20, please? Sorry, I forgot. Ribs of me.
Oh, now I roll high. 11.
That's good. That's good.
11. I also got an 11.
Hey.
Oh.
Ooh.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Where are we? Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Okie dokie. Thank you, everyone. Next up is Ignatius.
All right. I'll try and finish off the bloody ones, I guess. Go for another swipe with my axe.
Noted.
Oops. I pushed the wrong one. Hold on.
Nice.
Well, or I could just use that. 26 to hit.
Okay.
That is 9 slashing and 3 fire damage.
Okay. Yes, you destroy a great portion of these creatures, and they burn up, chittering and screeching as the fire burns through them. And roll me a d20, please.
Okay. $19.
19. Good. Okay, this thing is now on its last legs. Hundreds and hundreds of legs, but on its last ones. Okay. That's what the yellow, everyone watching there, the yellow dot is when they're below half HP, and then red is below 10. So they only get one chance to be on blooded. They have 22, so at 11 they're blooded, but then immediately they're at last legs and they get to 10. Okay. Corbin, it's your turn.
Okay. So I have not been able to see exactly where we are or how they are scattered around us, but
There
I
is-
wanted to move.
There is a very, very depleted swarm immediately to your right, and there is one to the below you that's in much more robust condition that is attacking Elora. Nudge, nudge.
Okay. I'm going to yell for Alora to cover their ears,
Okay.
and then I'm going to do a thunderclap to try to blow all of them away.
Nice. So you're going to step up between Elora and Ignatius there? Next
Yeah,
to the
and
swarm?
it's gonna be. Yeah, am I? Like I'm just gonna yell, everyone cover your ears, because I know anybody within 5-foot range of me is gonna have to make a save. I'm hoping covering their ears will help that, or make us they don't have to.
Okay.
Not quite sure how you would have that work, but okay, here I go. Thunderclap, go. And it is a damage of 4, but it just says anyone around me has to make a Constitution saving throw or take 1d6 thunder damage.
Noted.
All right, the attack, the save is you have to beat an 11, but the damage is 4. But I mostly wanted it for the big wind that came to try to blow them off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, Ignatius, Elora, please make that Constitution saving throw.
14.
Okay.
Yay.
8.
Oh no.
Ooh, another mark against you, Colvin, in the interview.
I know. Like, did it at least do something? Did it at least blow them away? Like,
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, they get a Constitution saving throw as well, right?
I mean, technically.
Let's see here. Boop. 19.
Yo.
But the ones that were clambering up Elora's legs are blown off, definitely. So they're definitely blown off there.
Along with Elora.
Elora, yes. Elora. Oh, inspiration back for Elora. Thank you, Daisy.
Oh.
Okay. So that was my action. Can I would like to do one unarmed strike as my bonus? Because you said Webster couldn't just eat all of them.
I mean, he can attack. Go for it. There's just this huge swarm of these bugs coming up, boiling up out of the. Sorry, Corbin, what was your initiative? Sorry.
Oh, hold on. Let me go to the.
Sorry, I just realized you just came into the thing here now because it was still on 0, so you were still at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 16 for initiative.
Oh, I'm sorry. You can move faster on the second turn.
No problem.
My bad. Okay.
If anything, bonus actions I can do an unarmed strike or my flurry of blows. But flurry, I already say flurry of blows. Fury of blows. I don't know what my unarmed strike is. Actually on the punch one. Could my unarmed strike, because it can be whatever I want, it is not a punch, but could I do like a windmill kick? Because I just want to get them away. As my unarmed strike, like just to flavor it that way.
Well, I don't think you can do that when you've done a spell.
Yeah, that's the spell counts as one action, and then an unarmed strike I can use as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yes, because if not, then okay.
No, your unarmed strike is an action, full action.
Yeah, and because on my sheet it also says for bonus actions I have unarmed strike and flurry of blows as as bonus actions as well.
Yeah, it's
I don't know.
when you make the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon, then you can make an extra unarmed strike as a bonus action. So
Gotcha.
you have to have attacked the first time.
Okay.
So with the spell, I'm afraid that doesn't happen.
That's my whole thing.
Okay, thank you. Now, as these centipedes are attacking and biting at you, you feel Ignatius and Elora further movement, and these centipedes are joined in solidarity by their spider brethren, as swarms of spiders boil up also from beneath the mushrooms. That's here. Everyone here. Hello. And hello. And they. Hang on, let me get this proper. Get in that turn. There you are. Oh no, that was invisible, not that one. Sorry, everyone. Oh, that's what I wanted. Okay. So yeah, the spiders are in there at the end of the round, and they come boiling up and attack Ignatius and Elora. These ones are spiders, not centipedes. So just come swarming up around you and bite. Only a 7 on Elora, and on Ignatius a 6. So very ineffectual.
Is it top of the round again?
That was
Does
the
that
end.
trigger my unarmed? triggers my reaction again then?
You have to get back to your turn to get your reactions back, not just the top of the round.
But I took it before my turn, right? First one.
Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
because you
the
took
first round, but
yeah,
Yeah.
so it recharged on your turn, so you have it. Yes.
So against the one that, oh no, Laura.
It's not 5 feet from you.
Oh, okay, then no.
Can you attack the one that attacks you?
No.
Okay. Then Zakan, it's your turn. Alora, you're on deck.
So seeing the spiders come up, Zakan goes, perhaps we remove ourselves from the mushroom insect nest, and they'll kind of gesture down the passageway. And as they are, before they beat a retreat, they're going to try and kill this one that's engaged with them. And they light up their hand. They say, banish the darkness and cast sacred flame
Nice.
onto the one that is bloodied. So that's a DC 13 dexterity.
Okay. And is it half damage on a success?
I believe it's
0.
none on a success.
Okay. So sorry, DC dexterity saving throw. Only a 4. So yeah, you just reach out, and they just the remnants of this swarm just burn up beneath your sacred fire. And again,
Oh.
oh, sorry, completely lost that. What was that?
Oh, did they have basically no hit points?
Well, they only had 1 left, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, again, as the sacred fire burns down, there's that strange kind of misty effect as it dissipates and disappears.
Khan's not smart enough to figure that out.
And
And then they're going to
anything
move
else?
30 feet down this passageway. So,
Okay. Leg it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Say, sort of more motioning for the rest of the crew to follow.
Okay.
Let's get out of dodge.
Okay, Ignatius, Corbin, your light is running away. I mean, there is still dim lights here. You can see, Then, Elora, it's your turn.
Okay, so I guess before I run after Zakan, I'll try to use my chill touch to attack the
Please.
little centipede. So she summons an ethereal blue bird. And I roll
Is that a ranged
an
spell
11.
attack?
Yeah.
Because if you make a ranged attack point blank, it's with disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
I want you.
I
Yeah,
thought use
ranged-
part of my movement to back or to move a little bit forward first. Then.
Are you
Okay.
gonna disengage?
Yeah, my cunning action disengage. Yeah.
Okay, you'll need to go one more. You're still next to one swarm there, next to the spiders.
Okay. So. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then did an 11 hit?
Actually, sorry, just one back. Right, you're 30 feet movements, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
So,
one
yeah,
back.
just,
Okay,
yeah, just
sorry.
5 feet too far. That's okay. So yes. So there's a saving throw, or is it a roll to attack?
I was just gonna roll. So my roll to hit was an 11,
That hits.
and
I
my
believe.
damage was an 8. Yeah.
Sorry, which one? Oh, you went one too far. Go back one. There you go. You're okay there. Yeah. So there you're away from them. Are you going for the spiders or the centipedes or what?
The centipede.
The centipedes. And you said it was 11.
8 damage. The hit roll was an 11. My damage
Sorry,
roll
that
was an
just missed. Sorry, I thought they had a lower armor class than that, because they're just so tiny and like scuttling away, and they all like scutter down between, beneath the mushrooms again and disappear out of sight. And I'm afraid the magic does not hit home. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
8. No, that's all.
Okay, look. Corbin.
I would like to, because you were saying our light is running away, so I don't have my. Are you saying I don't have my torch anymore?
Oh no, you've got your torch, haven't you? Yes. Sorry, the bright light is running away. Excuse me.
The bright light is running away. Corbin actually wants to kind of hold
Right,
their
Chris.
action until more people are behind them, because they're gonna take out their tinderbox and like start like throwing the steel wool, because they're gonna throw their torch in it to set everything on fire.
What are you casting to light
My
up?
tinderbox. I'm gonna set my tinderbox on fire and then throw it at the mushrooms so that we can get the heck out of here.
Do you have lamp
But I
oil?
would like to wait until everyone has gone behind me so they're not trapped.
Do you have lamp oil?
I do not have lamp oil, but it says in the tinderbox that it has a usually dry cloth soaked in light oil.
Okay. Yeah, so you could set fire to that, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you bring any of the whiskey from the bar?
We got the bottle of whiskey, so yes, I will Molotov cocktail the heck out of this mushroom patch. Do not test me.
Let's say you brought it with you to brandish at them and say, "Why did you let me drink this?"
It never got better, but at least it'll be good for something. It goes like this.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, they're gonna tell people to run, and that they're gonna, and then when I spit the top away.
In our games, you can always voluntarily move yourself lower in the order of initiative if you would like to.
I would like to do that, so everybody can have a chance to do something before.
So you want to go below the lowest person?
Yes, please.
Okay. So yeah, you drop yourself down below Ignatius there, and you're preparing that as this goes on. Now the centipedes. One of them is gone, but the other one is next to you. So as you're getting this Molotov ready, the centipedes still come up, boiling up around you, and try to bite your hands as you're trying to do this. Chomp. 22.
Oof.
To hit. To hit.
Rude.
So
They're
Buns,
rude.
Buns, you take 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
By the way, I don't think this is going to happen, so I'm going to read this for you. If you're reduced to 0 hit points by a swarm of centipedes, you are stable, but you are poisoned for 1 hour.
Oh.
And you're paralyzed while you're poisoned, so they could just start eating you.
Okay, so this one I can attack then.
Yes, you can. You're going to use your reaction now.
That is a 16.
A 16 hits.
That is 12 slashing and 1 fire.
All right, they are on their last hundreds of legs. As you chop through and burn up lots of their scuttling bodies, and roll me that d20. I forgot to get Buns to do it. Too late.
It is a 12.
At 12, you're okay. No, it's okay, Buns. That would be going back too far in the order.
Okay.
I missed my chance there. And I was going to make the DC much more likely to happen because you did this huge thunder wave. Disturbed lots of the mushrooms, but it's okay. Thank you, and Ignatius, it's your turn.
Okay.
You got this like boomerang reaction. You use your reaction, and it immediately comes back.
I'm going to disengage and run away.
Oh, Daisy, you would not like to meet the geji we have in Japan. Massive, long-legged centipedes, the house centipedes. They're nasty.
They're house centipedes. Don't say them like they're just what's there. No.
Nasty things. So you're going for that same one again?
No, I disengaged and ran away.
Okay,
I'm following Zakan. We're fighting insects. This is a waste of time. Let's go.
Yes.
But your inner monologue is ill.
Yeah.
And yes, Webster shall do the same. Sorry, Colvin. Scuttle. Isel just kind of daintily just like walks through the mushrooms, just like making her way over to Laura's side.
Thanks.
And Corbin, you are left alone. Oh, Daisy, you don't want to. Why did you Google that, Daisy? Why did you Google that?
And with their torch onto the Molotov, and
Yes.
they just like throw it as hard as they can, not so that it goes far, but so that I make sure it works, and then use the key point to disengage so that I don't take it.
Nice. There you go. I would do that the other way around. Disengage
around.
and
Okay.
throw it at your feet. Oh shit!
Crap.
Disengage. Monk shit out of there. Shoot. Okay. So, actually, yeah, fuck it, let's do it that way around. So you, roll me 3d20.
3d20. Okay. I feel
Ooh,
like this
boy.
is probably making up for lost rolls, but okay. All right, the first one is a 16. The
Nice.
second one was a 17.
Okay.
The third one was a 9.
So, hang on. That's 33. Okay, so yeah, 42 points of damage as you just hurl this down. Elora and everyone, you just see Corbin throw something towards their feet, and there's this woof as these flames burst up, and you just see her like explode up out of the fire and leap out to safety, much like Luke Skywalker jumping out of the cryogenic freezing thing as it went off, and just goes whoosh up out the top of this massive explosion and flame, and the smell of that whiskey burning off, and this sweet sugary smell. And then quickly followed by the horrible smell of burning insects and mushrooms. And you see quite a few of those torch stalks, the ones that can double up as a torch, they're just still left burning. And the flickering orange light lights this whole space as you are left alone and you do not hear the skittering of any further little legs.
And that's what we call a Connor goodbye.
That's well done. Now quickly before our air runs out and we're overcome with smoke.
Yep.
Okay.
They do give Corbin a little pat on the back, like as they're coming by, because it was very inventive.
Thank you.
And also, those bugs were gross.
They're gross.
All right. Zakan, your path leads on to the east.
I hate centipedes. Why did it have to be centipedes?
Thanks, Indy.
I'm low-key chastising Webster. And what were you even doing? You weren't any kind of help. Don't you take that tone with me.
He's like, we jump into Webster's mind. He's like, but you have given me the taste for flesh. I no longer hunger for insects.
No.
Okay.
So.
Ooh, look at this.
That gets
Another.
onto canned.
Okay.
Oh no.
I can't remember. I can't remember the last time I did it. Just a good old dungeon crawl like this. I do like these from time to time. We've had a bunch of sessions recently where there's like one dice roll was made and it was a social encounter. It's just RP all the way through. So it is nice to get back to basics from time to time. As
This
I
campaign has a good mix of it.
drain your resources.
We really need to sleep. And we super need to sleep.
In like 5 sessions, slept.
It's a long day.
It's a long day.
How many sessions ago was it that we arrived at the tavern in safety?
I feel like 3 or 4.
I mean, the shorter sessions don't help.
There's
But...
so much stuff that happened.
All right. So yes, please make your way into the corridor.
Making our way.
Going down. Walking fast. Need oxygen or I'm gonna pass.
Now I'm going to do a quick pan out here for our dear people at home, so they can see. Just because we have the exploration mode on, which remains the remainders of what you have travelled already can be seen. Look at these folks. They've been running around like they're in an ant farm. Look at that.
John, do you need to move bunses or?
Yeah,
Bunses?
I am going to.
When something
need
happens, they
people
will
to
catch up.
move. Yeah, I cannot do the thing right now.
Here they come. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Shoop.
Oh, here they come.
Okay.
Here comes the monk. Hello,
that works, does it work?
monk. Welcome.
There they all are. Shoop.
Going along, eyes and ears out for little Darrow feats. The spiders came.
Oh, sorry. And zoomed out. I just
Not
did a
more
big
pets.
did a big dragon click. Sorry. Okay, so everyone there you can see. I'm gonna leave it on this view, I think, until something happens, so you can just see what's going on here. But I need to be closer so I can delete these spiders and stop freaking out my poor players.
Delete.
It's dead spiders. I think Corbin just collecting dead spiders for to try and get Webster back onto the more acceptable diet.
Right, we just gotta have just a jar of them. It'll just be snacks.
Okay. I'm just so nervous, Laura, about Isil's 2 HP.
Oh no.
Do I need
thought
to heal him?
No, that's the
Mommy
max.
taught you how to hide, right? You know how to hide, right?
Just as a cat, they only have 2 HP. Baby, no.
Oh, right. Now, yeah, you continue making your way along that tunnel.
Together and keep going.
Yep, just speak. I will tell you to stop if you need to.
Still just
Okay.
following tracks along. Still just keeping an eye out for any
Yeah, you
insect nests.
Strange, yeah, these strange tunnels with these bizarre, like whirling markings, that give them their name. Continue just around the strange stalactites and stalagmites reaching up and down. I can actually turn off the scary mushroom thicket sounds instead, which was probably an improvement. Here you go. As you move away from that forest of mushrooms, the sound dies down.
Ask you guys, why are we chasing this guy? I mean, I know why the person who was driven mad with mystical music of some random lady of teleportation was trying to find him, but what's y'all excuse?
Nothing to say for themselves.
We were asked to by one of my trusted contacts here in the city, and in exchange we may be able to receive quite a good amount of resources for our travels.
Okay, so like actually important. Oh, okay, cool. I just thought I wasn't sure.
Truth be told, we would have perhaps rested first before encountering such a mission, but when we heard the direction that you and Sereth had gone in, we thought that we would try and locate you.
Switch
Really?
around.
Yes, we didn't wish to leave you out there. This is quite a dangerous city, and didn't know what had happened to you.
Well, now I don't know how to feel. I was set on being upset with all of you, but now you actually came out to come find me, and
We looked for you much quicker than we went and looked for Alora. Actually,
We didn't look for Alora at all.
Yeah.
to be fair, do they really need the backup?
Whirling.
Maybe, but in this situation, I left them by own will. We didn't know what happened to you, and we were worried.
Swirling elf of death.
I'm not used to that. My family wouldn't have looked for me. They would have just assumed I was either dead or would find them eventually.
Elora gets low-key jealous. It's like, oh, I wish people wouldn't look for me.
I wish people wouldn't look for me.
Too many people looking for me.
Must be nice.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You're welcome. It is the thing that we should do. Stay together.
When we first met you, you mentioned that you want people to put their neck out for you. You have to put your neck out for them first, and you've done that for us many times, so.
You're right. You're right. Okay. Okay. These seem very bashful all of a sudden. Like, they've been jumping around, but they're like, oh, I just thought that's what I was supposed to do because I'm trying to be a part of your group, but okay. They had no idea how to feel right now, I'm going to be honest.
It's very cute. Zakhan thinks this is very cute.
I'm this close to changing the Sirenscape to the emotional soundtrack.
Oh no!
Not that, anything but that.
Anything but that. Not feelings. I did not sign up for a feels trip, okay?
Oh. Now, as you are having this nice little talk, are you aiming to stealthily shadow behind Droki and see what they're doing, or are you aiming to capture them?
Just decide.
Yeah, we've been going with like the staff light out and stuff. I would say probably we were sort of following them before when we were in the cleft, right? Like just to see where they were going and what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think that sort of mystery is more interesting.
Okay. Yeah, just not, you don't want to grab them straight away.
We'll cut out the light if we hear or spot sign of Droki.
I'm just gonna drag and drop you a second here. As you make your way up to this corner of the tunnel, Zakhan, round the corner, out of sight. Hey, Spinner. Round the corner, out of sight, you hear that familiar muttering of Droki muttering to themselves about how they're, there's no time, we have to go. I can't believe I've been delayed so much. And you can, the various volumes and stuff, still completely oblivious to your pursuit, it seems, despite the fact that you're talking and moving, uncautiously through this passageway. Now, who rolled the fellas? What were they called? Damn it. The Grimlocks. Was that Corbin? Did the random encounter last time?
Yeah.
Okay, so Zakhan.
All right.
Your turn.
See what we got. So as they're sort of rounding the corner and can hear the babbling, I will say that they motion for Corbin to douse or put down the torch. And they're going to...
I don't have that anymore. That back there.
Okay, that was a way behind. Okay, so it's just the Lightbringer staff then. So the staff's light goes out, and they whisper like, just stay close. Sort of that lingering ethereal glow that Zakhan has beyond the mask anyway. That's a 6 for the D20 roll.
A 6 on a D20 on an encounter table is nothing happens.
Yay!
So nothing but Droki. Not but Droki. All day long.
Everybody loves Droki. Is this a thing? Is this thing here?
I don't know. I think it's an artifact of the map. Like if I give just you a kind of sneak peek here because of your very heightened senses. How do I do this? Hang on. Where are you? There.
See everything.
See outside. There is. It's just.
Okay.
It's decoration around the border of the map. It's just for some reason.
Gotcha.
It actually spills over into the tunnel there.
Kind of plane shifts for a moment, and then they're back.
Well, it didn't actually remain on the exploration mode. I guess you're not allowed to see that part. Okay. So yeah, you can make your way following the sound of the. Do you want me to just drag and drop you, or do you want to actually walk?
Yeah, go.
If you're enjoying the dynamic lighting.
Probably okay to be drag and dropped.
Okay.
Should we be moving quietly?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we gonna stealth or?
You can if you'd like to make a group stealth.
Now that we can hear him, yeah, perhaps let's stealth then. So we don't disturb what he's doing.
So yeah, everyone give me a stealth check, please. And if you could roll for
13.
Webster as well.
Okay.
Drag. Sorry, Ignatius.
13.
Thank you. Not bad for a barbarian.
Yeah.
Laura?
19.
Our rogue. What happened to our rogue?
A 12.
What?
12.
The barbarian is sneakier than the rogue.
Okay.
No. Hey, Laura,
My
it's like
stealth check
this.
was a 14. But what do I add for Webster's?
Just dexterity.
Yeah, it's just dexterity.
So it would be the spider's dexterity, right?
Yeah, it's a +3.
Okay, so
Actually, no. He has.
20.
If you look on his character sheet,
Does it have a stealth stat?
anyways, there actually has a stealth skill. It's +7. It's sneaky.
Oh, geez.
So if you click on that, it will roll for you. You can click where it says stealth +7.
I just have the screen. I can't click it. I would
Okay,
have to just do
I
a
will.
d20 plus.
21.
Oh, you got it? Okay, dang. I rolled a 14, but he's clearly much more stealthier than me.
Okay, for a average of 15.8. So yes, you are all pretty stealthy. There's an occasional scuffle as Alora, I think, looking back proudly at Corbin for that epic move with the Molotov cocktail, is kind of like nodding appreciatively and just falls like face first over a barrel stalk.
Oh no!
And everyone stops and freezes for a moment, but you don't hear any change in Droki's sounds and movements. He seems to be continuing on his merry little way, and you continue to follow behind, which notably, first and foremost, brings you here. Boop. I suppose I need to kind of drop you somewhere along the way as well. There's a big black spot where you couldn't see. There we go. You do travel through that area, so you do remember it's there. Oh, now that bit of the map's showing up, Sagan. You probably can't see it. You probably can't see it through the wall. Can you see it through the wall?
No, I can still see it.
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that was. It was just the pattern on the map. I'll turn off the dynamic lighting when you finish on this map, so you can see it. It's very pretty.
I thought it was like a blood pool or something.
Right? Yeah, it looks like a cave entrance or something. So yeah, first and foremost, as you come around the corner here, you do see this large corridor heading off to the north, and making its way wherever it is going. You're not entirely sure, but the sounds of Droki muttering to himself are echoing down the chamber to the left there from the west. So if you would like to continue. You make your way in that direction, stealthily, moving along here.
See what interest the city has in his character. Given the things that the Darrow do, I suspect we may find some answers related to things that have been happening.
Indeed.
I
Now,
wonder if he's connected to all the people with the two heads.
maybe.
Very well could be.
Now, as you make your way around this last corner, you can hear somewhere. You see a tiny fissure in the far wall, and you think that Droki has once more used those mushrooms to shrink in size and disappear down the small space. But as you make your way around that corner, his voice is lost in the sound of many others. As you come around the edge of this hey lazy, as you come around the edge of this corner of the rock here, and it opens up into this much larger cavern that you can just see the edge of a large mound rising up in the middle of the space. And where are we at? Here we go. As you take in this sight, the glow of Frey's Rest shifts across this chamber as if pushed by an unseen wind. It flows towards and around a large mesa that continues to spiral up towards the ceiling of the cavern, which is too dark and high above to see. You hear murmurs and whispers coming from atop this mesa, and they grow louder as you approach and enter to the edge of the cavern. The stacked levels of the mesa resemble a staircase, too large to climb, but a ramp running from the top to the bottom provides an easy way up. What would you like to do? Zakan, you're pretty confident that if you wanted to investigate you would be able to check this out and still pick up Droku's trail with your survival skills.
Like we could check this out and still continue along the path.
Yeah.
So, the voices, are they speaking in a recognizable language?
There's all kinds of sounds coming, and it mixed in amongst the voices. You start to hear the odd like clink clink of the forges. It sounds like from some strange effect of the Phasris magic that just infuses this whole cavern. The sounds of the city way above are filtering down into this cavern. So,
Wait.
Corbin?
No. What you just said made Corbin think of something.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of talk, especially from Musicon, about how different this place is and how it seems like people are a little off lately. If sounds can filter down here, then probably the same stuff that is affecting everything down here is probably wafting up there. If something's happening in these caverns, it most likely is going up into the city, especially this area, which would explain why all of them are a little off right now. It's only been affected by whatever is down here for who knows how long.
Yeah, Corbin, your spinner is just whirring around at the moment.
Yeah. which means that it is just kind of just sitting there, and they're probably like, ow, because after a while, the way it's like it kind of just touches their shoulder, the way they have it hanging down right now.
Yeah, it's a bit of a friction burn there, yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, this has been going crazy for a minute now. They're just like holding it up while it spins around.
You may be correct and well observed. We are perhaps getting close to the source of something, but I'm concerned, are all of you in a state to continue traveling or to defend yourselves should we encounter any more trouble?
Fine for now. Is this the way we need to continue?
I believe Droki has gone down that way. They indicate where the sort of tracks are leading, which is
Southwest.
not towards the mesa, right?
No, it's that southwest little tunnel that goes off into with the thickets of mushrooms growing around it.
I do not wish to put your lives at risk for my interest in solving whatever is happening here to the Underdark.
Well, if we can get supplies from this and move on, I'm all for it.
I think I'll be all right.
There's so many times when the sounds coming down, filtering down through the cavern, you can almost catch what the conversation is. You can just feel yourself almost just almost making out some information.
If we are going to proceed, we should do so cautiously. And at any sign of danger, perhaps it is best if we withdraw.
Maybe only one of us should go. The top.
I believe both Allura and I are able to see even without the use of light. We could go first and signal if we need some assistance.
I could stealth in as well.
Would you like to go first and I can follow behind?
Elora, do you or do you not momentarily consider that this would be a great place for a throne?
Not even past my mind. So done with caves, dark places, insects, wet places, and no.
And from the deep she shall rule entirely.
Get in touch with your realtor. We're building houses.
I'd have to go a little bit mad for that. I'd have to be the mad queen.
All shall fear Queen Laura and tremble.
Mad Queen of the Underdark.
By the way, that was
That'd
much
be
more
a
that was much
huge
more impressive.
character arc.
That was much more impressive for stream than it was for you. Sorry. they get the voice mod, you don't. By the way, I didn't have time to set it up today, but I would like to switch to Zoom if people are okay. He said, in a related and yet unrelated news. Because the first and foremost, it seems to be more robust, and people that have trouble with Discord do not seem to have the same thing with Zoom. I already have the thing for my students, so I have the subscription, so we can do the longer calls.
Oh, no time limit. Nice.
Yeah.
Yay.
And the voice mod works on Zoom, so you can hear it too.
Yay!
Everyone, please check out our new Total Package campaign if you want to see the players freaking out when one of their gods spoke to them. AJ's reactions were so good.
Laura and I can up the mesa a distance, and if you two hear anything, Drogi returning or any hundreds of skittering legs or that sort of thing, just light a torch, signal to us, we'll return.
Okay, we can use this chance to kind of rest up a little bit and check our inventory, make sure we're still good to continue on.
Okay, so yeah, Ignatius and Corbin, you start doing that. And then Laura and Zakhan, you climbing up?
We're going to go up cautiously, I think, with Laura in the lead as the most stealthy of us. So Zakhan will maybe give, Laura like 20, 30 feet or something like that. Like keeping an eye on them, but giving them some space.
No problem. So yeah, you
Ignatius
start.
is going to move up to this wall here. Just kind of like putting his back to it and setting up a place to sit down.
Nice.
Watch.
Yeah, that's good because people coming around that corner would be surprised by you there as well. Okay, so yeah, please move yourselves up there, up the ramp. Now, as you start to climb up the ramp here, you do see from the vantage point of the higher ground that the circles going around the mesa aren't concentric circles, but it's actually a spiral that rises up to the top of the mesa. And as you stealthily make your way up there, the top of the mesa is also deserted. But you can hear the murmur of the chamber more clearly up here. And you can recognize it as disparate sounds. You can hear the rhythmic clank and roar of Gracklestug's forges, the low rumble of Thumbershoard's displeasure as the dragon growls, and the mad screaming of Darrow in the Westcliff district once more. And there are even hints and snatches of conversation. The phase rest in this place echoes the sounds produced in Gracklestug above, creating this storm of noise that's just roiling around you as you're standing there. You get the nice panning drone shot around you, stood on top of this mesa. You feel that if you were to focus in on one particular sound, you might be able to find out information that you were seeking, or things that you might like to find out from the city above. But there is a slight uncomfortable feeling. So you think that you could do this, but there is a cost to failure. If you would like to.
I think Alora will try and hear something.
Yes, you will.
The correct answer. Excellent. Could you please make a wisdom saving throw?
Okay. That is an 8.
Can I give you my advantage? I would like to give you.
You have,
the whole
you still have,
advantage.
remember if
I
you want to
should
use
have
it.
used it. Wait, can
Sorry.
I? Is it too late?
Not after the roll, sorry. Not after the roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think Zakan, for their part, and we can say this is maybe like happening around the same time as they're exploring the mesa, is going to ritually cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Their age and in their sort of bearing, they are much more cautious
Absolutely.
than the bold and brave Alora.
This whole
Reckless
cavern,
Laura.
this whole cavern is just completely suffused with this phasrous magical aura that permeates the whole Underdark, which you always experience when you cast that spell. But it's very strong here and swirling around in eddies like a swirling ocean, caught in a rocky cove as the wave surges come one after the other. And you kind of see that more tangibly. You see this kind of blue-purple mist like just swirling around the mesa and funneling up towards the top before it umbrellas out and comes back down the sides. You think that it might be that effect that's bringing the sounds down, drawing?
Is it of a particular type, or is it just like raw magical power?
The Phasrus is a different type of magic to the traditional schools of magic. It's just this strange field, this magical field that permeates the whole Underdark.
And so it like hasn't been shaped or anything like that.
No.
Which is very cool. With the detect magic, is the Zakan able to like see a source or anything, or does it seem like this is the gathering?
It's just whirling and eddying around this chamber.
Yeah, and it's kind of just really gathered here.
Mm-hmm. Are you also going to try?
I think they're doing that while Alora is doing their thing. So let's see what happens to Alora.
Okay. You see Alora kind of close her eyes and kind of just like reach up to her forehead and just up to her temple and just try, like, you see her head cocked to one side as she tries desperately to focus on some of the sounds, one of the conversations, to get some information amongst all the chatter. And all of you, Ignatius, Corbin, Zakan, hear her cry of pain. And Zakan, you see her drop to her knees on the top of the mesa here, clutching at her head. Alora, you take 6 psychic damage. And she's... There's Zakan, what do you do?
They, rush over to them and kneel down where they are. They say, Laura, can you hear me? You still here?
She's just clutching her head and says, oh, my head, it hurts, but I can hear something.
It was just there, Elora. It was just beyond the edge of hearing, and you feel you could do it again.
Ignatius will also, hearing her scream, to stand up from where he was sitting and run up. Zakan, is she okay?
Yeah, you come running up to the top.
Yes, but power here, I... Careful in focusing on it too much. If you are not trained, it could overwhelm you, I fear. It's raw power where we are. Much
I feel like I was so close to hearing something important.
You have a moment to rest, and they'll light up their hands with their sort of gentle golden glow and put it on Alora's shoulders and heal her for 4 hit points. Their healing hands. And then Zakan, is Corbin also racing up here?
I don't want to leave all of her stuff.
That's fair. It's like, I'm supposed to stay.
I'm just like, is everything okay? Like, I just keep looking back at all of our things and all of you guys away from me, like, this hope they just get robbed.
I will attempt to focus on this and see what happens, but if something was wrong, Ignatius, I will trust you to get us both out of here. We're very, very big.
Standing by.
You're also going to try?
Focus on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Please make the wisdom saving throw.
And Thank you to Alara's sacrifice. I will remember to use inspiration for this.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned.
Tapping into the divine. So let's see, that's a 19 and a 9. So 19 is the better of two.
And a 9.
Okay, the 19 is enough as you close your eyes behind the mask and focus on the elusive sounds, muttering and just skipping beyond the edge of hearing. But you do manage to hear some conversation. And you may talk with the others about this, you may ask a question.
Exciting.
With their eyes closed, I think that I'm connected for the moment. Is there something that we wish to know?
Where the heck is Droki going? So we can stop following him and just meet him there and punch him in the face. You hear echoing down. Corbin.
Wait, what about Sarith and where they went? I mean, there's so many questions. I mean,
You can. It would have to be a conversation that happened in the city. So it would have to be information that would be known in the city above.
Okay.
Oh, gotcha. So people are shouting, their suggestions at Zakan, who is, maintaining their mental focus.
Maybe ask why people are changing.
Obviously, I feel that's something it may be able to answer. So focusing back inward, and that glow behind their mask, is sort of increasing. Say, what is causing growths of the extra heads and disturbing things in this area? Where's the source?
As you think that and desperately try and hear that's information whirling around in all the sounds that just swirl around you, you hear a conversation. On one side is a voice you do not recognize, but on the other are the strange mutterings and variant volume of Droki. You know what to do. Gather the specimens. Let me just double check what they were. Go to the giants. Gather the specimens. The nail clippings. The bits of skin. Collect those and deliver them to us, that we may focus our rituals on more of their kind. And then you hear Droki's voice like, "That's so busy, so much to do. I'm gonna be late. Stone giants, nail clippings, skin fragments. So much to do. But it's for the shinies. And the conversation swirls away, dancing beyond your hearing once more, off into the noise.
Say that, in a sort of weird, absent voice, Zakan is repeating what they're hearing.
Yeah.
So, they finish up saying, so much to do. Nail clippings, the shinies, so busy. Kind of shake their head as you come back out of it.
What?
Are you guys alive up there?
Right? Did Zakan just say I have to get nail clippings?
I feel like the only thing I was able to gather from that is that we should be chasing Droki.
Also, Zakan, you were aware that that conversation was held within these tunnels somewhere, not on the surface. Quotation marks, surface. Would anyone else like to try? Also, Zakan, what is your wisdom modifier?
Wisdom modifier is a +3.
Okay. You feel that you could have another go, if you so wished. Ignatius, Corbin?
Say, Zakan, give it another go.
Keep going, keep
At
going.
this point, like in the time that's passed, would it be fair to say that using Webster kind of as a pack spider, that they have moved the stuff so they can join
Sure.
the others?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, just so that they're like we're not leaving anything behind. But they're like, okay, what is happening? And then like you guys explain it, and they're
Isel is sitting very regally on top of all the luggage, on top of Webster, just like swaying with the movement.
okay, guys, what's going on here? Corbin will give it a go.
Okay, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right, here we go, people. Okay. Rolling that thing. Oh wait, no, 14.
You try desperately to catch on to the sounds, and whilst you are not injured as Alora was, you do not manage to catch any of the conversations.
I'm not getting it. It's not working. I don't.
So Khan clearly made it all up.
Sorry. I might just be good for punching. I'm sorry.
Maybe point the other way.
Oh.
What's your wisdom modifier, Corbin?
1.
You try again in the other direction, but you cannot hear.
When I saw it, I was like, if I don't get it now, I'll know.
Zakan, would you like to have another go, or Ignatius?
I can try again to. Perhaps we should see how much time we have. I do wish to put a stop to whatever is happening, but need rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna offer water from my water skin to both Alora and Zakan.
Like Zakan should try it again.
Nod and so how much time shall I attempt to figure out?
Should we go back to the stone giants and tell them maybe burn all of their things, if they're trimmings and such, or the fact that somebody's giving samples of them to somebody?
Yes, it sounded like Droki had not yet finished collecting, so I think warning the stone giants would be a good idea.
That conversation happened sometime within the last 10 days.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's important. Thank you.
Interesting. Okay. So yeah, Zakan will try and focus in again to see.
And you know that Droki did come down here, leave, and now has come back.
Yeah.
Which means you probably did the thing, and they
On
have
delivery
the
run at
boss.
the moment. Yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and divine a conversation to determine, how much
One
time
more time.
they may have.
Okay, roll me another
How complete this
wisdom
thing is.
saving throw.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That's another 19.
Okay, you do manage to latch on to another snippet of conversation. Sorry, what was the question?
So I guess the question they're seeking is, so they mentioned a ritual, right? So they say, they think how much time is before the ritual is complete? How much time do we have? Is it finished? That kind of tenor of question.
Okay. And again, you are aware of another conversation from the Wellstone Caverns here, and you hear a similar voice to before. The messenger should be back before too long. Finish up with this ritual, so as soon as he arrives, we may begin another. I hope the first one created enough distraction.
they're saying in this sort of far-off voice. And then shake their head and come back to and look up and they are creating these things, I believe. Which leads me to believe as soon as Droki arrives, we may have more of those things to deal with.
I wonder if capturing him would be enough. Or if we got rid of him, somebody else would just do the ritual. I don't know.
Zakan, it sounded like they were already doing one before he's arrived.
Yeah.
Another one.
So it sounds like, or I should ask Zakan, like, so Droki's not the one in charge of this, it sounds like.
So it's another voice. And, actually, DM, does it sound like a Darrow voice? Yeah, kind of a distinctive voice.
Let me check. Sorry, excuse me. Yes, it did sound like a Darrow voice, actually, yeah.
Does the con get the sense that they could try again?
You do?
Oh.
Ignatius, you can have a go as well.
Alright.
Are you okay for time, Chris? We'll be
I'm
wrapping up very soon.
I'm good.
Corbin and Laurie are still awake.
I'm awake. I am just
All
because
right.
I don't know what we're going to be getting into. I'm doing pre-planning for my move, so I don't go long.
Just in the background, like doing kata.
Right here. Because it didn't work, and they're like, okay, I think I'm only good for punching, so I'll make sure I'm just
Oh,
locked and loaded.
Practice that
that's not
punching.
true. That's not true. Okay,
Good
Zach.
thing.
I'll try.
Oh, please.
Laura.
I'll use my advantage as well. Inspiration.
I finished my water, Noriak, but thank you, Noriak. So yeah, with advantage, Ignatius, a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, hey, 19 total.
Nice.
Advantage. It's a good thing I used advantage.
You also latch on to a snippet of conversation. What do you ask of the voices?
See Ignatius kind of hesitate as he's thinking about his former comrades and what information he could possibly glean. But he decides that in the moment, this is probably more important. So he kind of shakes it and asks, for who are these Darrow doing this? For what being?
Okay. Again, you're aware of the conversation echoing through the tunnels of the Wallstorm tunnels here. And okay. Again, I mean, you do not know, but it's the same voice that Zakan heard. You hear, "Yes, yes, my brothers. Let us praise our two-headed lord, and through our actions, weaken the city above, that it may too fall to the powers of the Prince of Demons. All praise the Demogorgon."
No.
Good to be sure. And I'll tell everybody.
Okay.
My reaction is in canon then. No.
Oh.
Okay. And Zakan, you are trying once more? Let's finish
Yeah.
up with that.
Might as well. Since we're here, eh?
Right here. Welcome, everyone.
That's no good. That's a 7.
Oh.
Excellent.
they push themselves even harder.
Yes. It's like, "Oh, just one more. I'm sure I can get just one more." And as you do, the sounds of the voices build almost to an irritated crescendo, and they're swirling around you, getting louder and noisier, echoing through your mind. You hear them inside your mask, which is just the worst feeling. You're not used to that at all. And let's see here. Oh, sorry, Corbin. I forgot. You do take 5 psychic damage still. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Let me do that then.
Oh yeah, I thought you said that they didn't.
Yeah, sorry. If you succeed but do not hear what's happening, you take half damage.
Okay, 5. Got you. Thank you.
But Zakan, as these voices swirl around, just buzz in your ear, this strange whining, hissing sound, you Snake Eyes, you take 2 psychic damage.
That's lucky. It's celestial bearing.
I feel like it's like it's like a lag after effect. So they were like, yeah, you like face the other way, like, and then they just, and they don't notice. This is just like nosebleed.
Kazi, thank you.
They're like, okay, no, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Okay, you, Zakan, just hear these voices just chittering madness, the petty squabbles of all these people that they're just so impossible to help. They don't appreciate what you do. You just start to growl and snarl almost, and the rest of you can hear him. He's doing this audibly. And roll me a d10, Zakan.
Ooh, interesting extra effect. A 2.
Okay. As you advance to level 2 on the madness table, because you're at level 1 from before, you, for the next 20 hours, will suffer the effects of a long-term madness, which I will message to you, and you can enjoy RPing next time we are back here in the Underdark. So it's time to stop. We got everyone. We got the failure without the madness, the failure with the madness, the success but without the voices, and the voices. Thank you for giving the full experience. Okay, sorry, just we had a bunch of people join us. Thank you for jumping in, everyone. Sorry, you caught us at the end of things here. Do stick around for a raid, because I promise I will send you somewhere good and interesting to continue enjoying your Twitch experience.
Come back next week.
And do join us next week, yes, to see what
Watch
happens
me kill
down here
everyone.
in the Wallstone tunnels as Zakarn goes crazy. Now, if you would like to see us before then, do join us for our other projects that are going on. Later on today, Thursday, something rather interesting, as I'm afraid a few of our Curse of Strahd players are unable to join us. So, I am taking the opportunity to try something new. Last week, a character died. So, that character's player and I will be having a little one-to-one talk about how the campaign is going, how they feel about various things. If you find people in chat have any questions that you would like to ask to the wonderful Merrin, who is a player in this campaign and our offline campaign, you can get some sneaky questions in there about the Eberron campaign as well, if you so wish. Find out what is the link between that and the Avernus game, etc., etc. Do join us at 10 p.m. Japanese time, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the US and North America, and all of the other bits and bobs in between, if you get the chance, as Merrin and I have a one-to-one talk as she disappears into the mists of Barovia. Yes, something a little different, but do join us for that. And... ... Then, tomorrow, on Friday, we will be back in the Nine Hells as we continue our descent into Avernus. And Saturday, we will be back after a long absence. Stacey, cause I can't wait to see you again. We'll be back into our Candlekeep Mysteries campaign. Do join us for this next session. Only the 3rd session, so this is a fresh new campaign if you want to jump in and see it from the beginning. do join us for that. Then, next Tuesday, we'll be continuing our new mini summer campaign on the turtle island of the Snout of Omgar as they delve into the jungles of this tropical island just off the south coast of Chult. Do not miss that. And your chance to win a wonderful, wonderful supplement from the talented CZRPG, Encounters in Chult. Their brand new release is up for grabs if you are watching and following the channel there. Then that'll bring us all the way round to another jaunt into the Underdark. And I cannot wait to join our friends here once more. A massive thank you to all of our players, Elora, Ignatius, Corbin, and... Come back. Get back here, you. Zakan.
Get thanked.
Not me. I'm not thanking myself. Thank you all for playing with us again. And there he is. Oi. Oi. Show yourself. Stop hiding in the shadows like Elora. There he is. Okay. You. Thank you, sir. Okay. And Chris, if you'd like to a quick rundown of what's coming up for you.
Oh, sure. So we have a new mini summer campaign going on Saturday as well over on CarniSideShow.
Not at the same time, folks.
But-
Do not worry.
Not at the same time. But we do have, on Sunday, Sylvie has her D&D pajama party with a very special guest to us, at least, the leader of our stream team here with Phoenix and everybody else in
Yay!
the awesome team.
Chris. Hey.
From Roll Together RPG, one of the,
Awesome.
I think, top 15
Oh, yeah.
D&D streams
Yeah,
in
way
the
up there.
world.
Mm-hmm.
Super awesome. It's going to be really fun. And then after
Really
that,
nice guy.
yeah, enjoy us for our new Ravenloft campaign, if you're in the States at least.
Which would
It's
Yes.
7 p.m. EST.
very
If
early.
you're
in the
over in
morning,
Asia,
yeah. Yes.
way too early.
Any Kiwis out there? I think you could probably get in there and enjoy that.
That's true. Yeah, if you don't have to work, then it's 9 a.m.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Let me just try to see who's online here as we have a look at someone. None of the said stream team, unfortunately. Actually, no. Yeah, none of our follow channels, but there are some rather pleasant Canadians that are streaming at the moment, which I can recommend you take a look at. Let us go off raiding as we want to do, and please enjoy continuing to watch Dungeons and Dragons with the lovely, lovely people over at Dork Tales. What was that, Noria Rick? Oh, thank you, Noria. That's awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yes, do catch the VOD if you wish. It's here or over on our YouTube. Also, while you're doing the socials here, also follow the Twitter for information about when we're going live and what's coming up. We have some very exciting guests down the line. I'm much looking forward to seeing all of them and having them join us for some more one-shot roulette madness. Also, keep an eye out for when we are appearing on other people's channels as well, as we are doing some one-shots with some good friends of ours in the near future. Full details to follow. But until then, a massive, massive thank you to everyone. As I said, stick around for the raid. If you've got them, let those phoenixes fly. But until next time, as we like to say around these parts, Matane. Have a good one.
Funny.
Bye.